CM Punk is all elite. Guys, welcome back to another wrestling review. Is this going to suck? Probably, because I'm tired. I've watched over 3 hours of wrestling on a fucking Friday night after doing like a 9-hour, 10-hour shift the day as well. So, you add that up, and that means I'm absolutely wrecked. But we're here to talk about CM Punk. The guy returned. I say we're here to talk about CM Punk. I actually uploaded a separate video about an hour ago on his return. I gave an in-depth opinion review on his, in-ring promo, his debut, his return, whatever you want to call it. So, if you want to go and watch that, then great. If you don't, then I'll basically sum up quickly what I thought of his return. Ovation, massive pop, one of the biggest pops I've seen in a decade at least. I mean, probably, maybe one of the biggest pops ever. Who knows? I mean, who knows? It was massive. It was big, his entrance was long, lasted longer than his UFC career. It was long, very long. He got into the ring, he put over Britt Baker. He mentioned that the crowd made him feel like they know how to make, the crowd knew how to make a kid feel like Britt Baker, referencing the big pop she got in Pittsburgh last week. He spoke about how he was unhappy with wrestling, that's why he left, but now he's back. He said the Ring of Honor was his home. WWE never felt like a home, and now he's back. And then he mentioned that he wants to face Darby Allin, so he kind of put Darby Allin over. So Punk returns after 7 years, and the main talking points are he feels like he's back in professional wrestling. He put over Britt Baker, and he wants to face Darby Allin. Personally, I was disappointed. I was expecting a bit more. It is what it is. Was that a bad return? Was that a bad debut in AEW? Of course not. It wasn't bad. But it wasn't great in my opinion. And I kind of would have liked to have seen Punk talk more about Punk. Maybe even, I don't know, drop a pipe bomb on the WWE. But nah, we didn't get that. We kind of got Punk just talking about his feelings. And it looked like he was about to cry. I get it, was probably an emotional time for him. I can understand Punk crying, right? Because he is actually involving Punk, right? This whole thing is Punk. It's his personal life. But I'm seeing people on Twitter crying. I'm seeing people in the crowd crying. And it's fucking pathetic. Oh, CM Punk's back. I can't hold the tears. Guys, it's a fucking wrestler. Whoop-de-doo. Austin's my favourite wrestler of all time. If he returned at SummerSlam and wrestled a match tomorrow night, I wouldn't cry. I don't even know if I'd tune into it. I would tune in because it's Stone Cold, obviously, but I wouldn't be crying, right? See, when crying in wrestling should be reserved for things like when Eddie Guerrero passed away, or Owen Hart died, or Chris Benoit murdered his family, or even non-death-wise, I would say crying at Ric Flair's retirement, because that Ric Flair, biggest legend of all time, the Nature Boy, and that was sad, bringing out all his opponents and all his, teammates and faction members, the Horsemen, all the people that were close to him. That was some farewell celebration they gave Flair. If you're crying at that, I can understand it, but crying about CM Punk making a return to some second promotion that's not even as good as TNA in its prime, unbelievable, guys, unfucking believable. Up next with Jurassic Park defeating, or Jurassic Express, I think they should call them Jurassic Park, but whatever. They advanced to the finals, beating that team that Matt Hardy manages. I don't know their name, so they obviously can't be that important, but yeah. The Jurassic Express won. We then had Jade Cargill beating Kiera Hogan, who I thought was an Impact person, and I get that they're doing this whole roster swap, but whatever. Jade Cargill undefeated, beats her in a minute. Undefeated, who cares? It's a Black China. Looks like Shanika for 2004 SmackDown. Who cares? Nobody cares. She's got muscles and whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. They went and had a Kenny Omega promo saying that talking about Christian, he was gonna make Christian wish he never came back after 7, some shit. Kenny Omega's garbage, right? The Impact World Heavyweight Championship does look nice, but it would look a lot nicer around the waist to CM Punk. So get the belt after that chump, Kenny Omega, that bum, the guy that likes to wrestle 9-year-old girls and play with dolls. What is this fucking nonce? The AEW, all nonce fucking rest, all nonce elite, the elite nonce, Kenny Omega. I mean, come on, get the belt after the guy. Get on Punk. Tired. I'm not going to go into a rant here. It's 4:20 in the morning. I've had about 2 hours sleep. I'm not going to rant about Kenny Omega. Fuck Kenny Omega, the guy's shite, and that's all I've got to say. With it then main event time, John Moxley beat some guy I've never, I think it, what was his name, Danny Garcia or something? Some bum. Some absolute bum. 3 bums. The guy that's with John Moxley, I think his name's Eddie Kingston, he's also a bum. Surprised he's not crying over those sprinklers for a few months ago. That was embarrassing. These two are getting beat up after the match when Moxley wins, and then Darby Allin and Sting come out to help. Why are Darby Allin and Sting helping these two? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. Darby Allin finishes the match hitting a coffin drop. I tell you what, Sting actually looks good. Sting looks, see, for his age, Sting looks fucking phenomenal. And I would like to see Sting get, actually wrestle someone that ain't going to end his career like a Seth Rollins. I mean, give us Sting versus CM Punk. I know the AEW crowd would shit all over that because they don't want to see Sting because he's 61. And, I mean, Meltzer's probably going to say that Punk's 5-star matches are beyond him because he's in his 40s now. But, I mean, that's why I want to see CM Punk versus Sting. CM Punk versus Christian. Jericho versus... I'd take that again. Jericho Punk. Jericho Sting. Did we ever get Jericho Sting? I don't think we did, and I don't know why we haven't, because we should. But anyway, guys, that is it. Rampage. I mean, the Punk. I'll give it a 2. I'll give it a 2. Punk's debut was alright, but apart from that, guys, nothing special. Till next time, let us know what you think down below, and peace.